Before I go, there was a question from Autopeep, unrelated to speech. What's the point of Putin's weird woke gender stuff? Um, so first of all, it's really important to understand that like Russia and Putin's Russia especially has been incredibly homophobic and transphobic forever. Um, there's a reason that like they refer to Europe as Europa, or just a combination of gay and Europe. They're not super clever. Um, you know, if they allowed more diversity, maybe they'd have better jokes, but they don't, and better branding. But so they've been sort of on this kind of stuff forever. Putin's one of those people who genuinely believes all of those memes about how the West is decadent and weak and like way too gay and focused on pronouns, whereas his army is muscular, strong, and testosterone laden. Like he genuinely buys into that shit. All this kind of stuff that we make fun of on Twitter, like he buys it. So part of it just comes from his genuine belief that the West is like too gay to be strong. Yeah. It's wicked clever. Let's call it. It's like gay ropa. It's like pronounced like that. It's just a dumb. But like that's the level. That's the level of depth of their nonsense. Um, so yeah, take that for whatever you want it. Um, but beyond that, I think there is analysis that says that Putin does study the culture wars in the West, and has in the past had success by trying to fracture our discourse and making our discourse turn upon itself by invoking the social clefts du jour. So by looking at what we are yelling about at one another about in a given week, if he can kind of tie himself into it, um, he knows that if he invokes it, we will start yelling about that instead of yelling about what he's doing, and that if basically like if he takes a side in the culture war, what will happen is that all of those culture war grifters that are on the side that he's taken will often defend him because he basically because he becomes a part of like attacks on him for taking that side becomes attacks on their side. Um, like I'm not explaining that super well, but basically it's a way to make us scream against each other, and it's a way to rally people beyond just Tucker Carlson,